ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وعلى آله وصحبه والتابعين وتابعيهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, today inshallah we are doing surah number 82, surah al-Infitar. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا السماء انفطرت, when the sky shall be cleft asunder, split up, split asunder. وإذا الكواكب انتثرت, and when the stars shall scatter and disappear. وإذا البحار فجرت, and when the seas shall be exploded. وإذا القبور بعثرت, and when the graves shall be upturned and exposed. علمت نفس ما قدمت وأخرت, then shall know a person what it had advanced and left behind, what it has put forward of the deeds and what it has left behind of the deeds. يا أيها الإنسان ما غرك بربك الكريم. O man, what has deluded you, what has deceived you about your Lord, the most beneficent, the most beneficent, the most noble. الذي خلقك فسواك فعدلك. الذي خلقك, الذي خلقك, he who created you, فسواك, then duly shaped you, فعدلك, and balanced you. في أي صورة ما شاء ركبك, in whatever shape he willed, he constituted you. كلا بل تكذبون بالدين. Not at all, nay, you disbelieve in the judgment. وَإِنَّ عَلَيْكُمْ لَحَافِظِينَ, but verily over you are guards. كِرَامًا كَاتِبِينَ, noble ones writing down. يَعْلَمُونَ مَا تَفْعَلُونَ, they know all that you do. إِنَّ الْأَبْرَارَ لَفِي نَعِيمٍ, verily the righteous shall be in bliss. وَإِنَّ الْفُجَّارَ لَفِي جَحِيمٍ, and verily the sinful shall be in hell. يَصْلَوْنَهَا يَوْمَ الدِّينِ, they shall enter it on the day of requital, the day of judgment. وَمَا هُمْ عَنْهَا بِغَائِبِينَ, and they cannot from it absent themselves. They cannot be unpresent from the fire, the hellfire, right? وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا يَوْمُ الدِّينِ, and what will inform you what the day of requital is. ثُمَّ مَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا يَوْمُ الدِّينِ, again what will inform you what the day of requital is. يَوْمَ لَا تَمْلِكُ نَفْسٌ لِنَفْسٍ شَيْئًا, that day there will not have power anyone for anyone whatsoever. No soul owns any kind of deeds or can do anything for another soul, right? وَالْأَمْرُ يَوْمَئِذٍ لِلَّهِ, and the command that day shall be Allah's, shall be belonging to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now we go through the surah from our book المعين على فهم الجزء الثلاثين. He says أبرز موضوعات السورة, the main topics of the chapter. He says الحديث عن تغير نظام الكون, speaking about the change of the order of the universe, the change that will happen to the order of the universe. Al-Kawn is the universe. Nizam, order. Taghayyur, change. So it speaks about the change of the order of the universe on the day of judgment, يوم القيامة. وعن الأبرار والفجار, and about the righteous and the sinful, the wicked. وعن يوم الحساب, and about the day of reckoning. معاني الكلمات, the meanings of the words. إذا السماء انفطرت. انفطرت, he says, تشققت, became split up. وإذا الكواكب انتثرت. انتثرت here, it means تساقطت. They fall down. Right? وتوزعت بغير نظام, and they are scattered بغير انتظام. They are scattered in a way that is not orderly. They are scattered unorderly. So the stars and those planets, and they will be completely out of their place. They will fall from their places and they will scatter haphazardly. Right? وإذا البحار فجرت. بحار, بحر. بحر is a sea. بحار is the plural. Seas. فجرت, literally exploded. He says فتح بعضها على بعض. Some will be opened up over the other. You know, the seas, there is a barrier between the salty ones and the sweet, the fresh ones. But on the day of judgment, this will explode. All of them are mixed up, no barriers. Right? وإذا القبور بعثرت. بعثرت. He says قلبت. So the graves, they will be upturned. Right? قلبت. Meaning أخرج ما بداخلها وأخرج ما بداخلها من الأموات. Whatever is within the graves of the dead, they will be extracted. They will be taken out. Right? So those graves, they will not be leveled as usual. They will be opened up, turned upside out, and those dead people, they will be extracted from their graves. علمت نفس, a soul or a person will know. علمت ما قدمت. قدمت, what it has put forward, what it has advanced. Right? Allah is Al-Muqaddim wal-Mu'akhir. Right? One of the names of Allah. Al-Muqaddim, the one who puts forward. Wal-Mu'akhir, the one who puts behind, leaves back, you know, forward or backward. Allah puts forward some people and He puts backward others. Right? Puts them in front and puts some in the back. Right? Allah Muqaddim, Mu'akhir. I mentioned it because Qaddamat, Akharat here. This verb here. So every soul will know what it has put forward of an obedience. Akharat, what it has left behind it of an obedience also. Right? So when that day happens, then everyone will know the good that they have offered and put forward, and whatever things they have left behind, they haven't done. Right? This is one of the meanings of the ayah. ما غرك يا أيها الإنسان, O human, ما غرك بربك الكريم, أي شيء خدعك فكفرت بربك. What is it? What is the thing that deceived you? أي شيء, what is the thing خدعك, that deceived you, that fooled you. فكفرت بربك. So you ended up disbelieving in your Lord. ما غرك بربك الكريم. Right? What is it? What is the thing that deceived you so that you disbelieved in your Lord? الذي سواك. سواك جعلك حسن الصورة. He made you having a good form, a good shape, a good image. عدلك. سواك فعدلك. عدلك means جعلك معتدل القامة متناسب الأعضاء. عدلك. He made you balanced, So he said he made you balanced in your height, in your build, and mutanasib, your body parts, al-a'da, body parts, are suitable to one another, right? They are, balanced, right? It's not like one foot is, one leg is very long, the other one is short. One hand is, it's not like that. You are balanced, right? سواك فعدلك. And your eye is not like the size of your head, and then your finger is not like, the size of your nail, right? You are balanced. Allah shaped you and nicely balanced you. متناسب الأعضاء, right? So those body parts, they are suitable and fit with one another, right? الذي خلقك فسواك فعدلك في أي صورة ما شاء ركبك. Then كلا بل تكذبون بالدين وإن عليكم لحافظين كراما كاتبين يعلمون ما تفعلون إن الأبرار لفي نعيم وإن الفجار لفي جحيم يصلونها يحترقون بحرها. He says they will be burnt by the heat of it, the heat of the fire, right? In the translation he said they enter it, right? And they enter it, but صلا يصلى, right? Burn, and so they burn with the heat of the fire. يصلونها يوم الدين, الدين, the day of الحساب, يوم الحساب والجزاء. It's the day of reckoning, حساب, the day of accountability, the day of being held accountable. Al-Hisab, accountability, account, balancing the books, right? Al-Jaza, reward. It's the day of accounting, the day of accountability, the day of reward. Al-Abrar, humul muttaqun, the pious. Al-Fujjar, al-Usat. So you have Abrar and you have Fujjar. طيب. التفسير الإجمالي للآيات, the general meaning of the verses. He says, تشبه هذه السورة سورة التكوير السابقة. This surah resembles, تشبه, resembles the surah, the chapter التكوير which has passed, السابقة, the previous surah, سورة التكوير. فهي تتحدث عن مقدمات يوم القيامة. For it, this surah speaks about the introductions of the day of judgment. Introductory things that will happen before the day of judgment. يقول الله تعالى, Allah Ta'ala says, عندما تتشقق السماء, when the sky splits up, splits asunder. وعندما تتساقط النجوم, and when the stars fall off, right? They fall down. وتتفرق أجزاؤها بغير انتظام, and its parts are scattered without order. وعندما تزول الحواجز بين البحار, and when the barriers between the seas are removed, they go away, تزول, they go away. فتصبح بحرا واحدا, so those seas, they become only one sea. وعندما تفتح القبور, and when the graves open up, ويصبح أسفلها عاليها, and the bottom of these graves become the top of the graves, because they are turned, right? They are turned up, right? ويخرج الأموات منها, and the dead are extracted, and when the dead are extracted, taken out from it, or from them, from the graves. عندما تحصل هذه الأشياء المخيفة, when those terrifying things or scary things happen, يعني ذلك أن يوم القيامة قد جاء. يعني ذلك, this means, when those things happen, this means that the day of judgment has come, has surely come. قد جاء. وعندها يبدأ الحساب. And then at that time, meaning عندها, at that time, يبدأ الحساب, reckoning or accountability will start. ويعرف الإنسان إذا كان قد أطاع الله تعالى أو قصر في طاعته. And the human knows then if he or whether he has surely obeyed Allah Ta'ala or has fallen short in obedience to him. قصر, to fall short. قصر, قصر, to fall short. يعاتب الله تعالى الإنسان قائلا له. Allah Ta'ala blames the human, saying to him, ماذا أصابك أيها الإنسان? What happened to you, O human? وأي شيء خدعك? And what is the thing, what thing fooled you? What thing deceived you? حتى كفرت بالله تعالى, to a point that you disbelieved in Allah Ta'ala. وهو الذي جعل لك صورة جميلة. And he is the one who has given you, who has made for you a beautiful shape, a beautiful image. وجسما معتدلا, and a body that is justly balanced, a fair body. Right? لقد كفر الإنسان بسبب جهله. The human disbelieved because of his ignorance. وبسبب طاعته للشيطان, and because of his obedience to the shaitan. The ayat don't say, this is tafsir now. ما غرك, what has deceived you? He is telling us that the human, this is what they mention in the books of tafsir, that he is deceived because of his ignorance and because of his obedience to Satan. الذي خدعه, Satan, the one that deceived him, right? And وسوس له, and whispered evil to him. بأن الله تعالى لن يعذبه, he whispered to him that Allah will not punish him. ولن يكون هناك آخرة, that there will be no next life. ولا حساب, and no reckoning, no accountability. ولا جزاء, and no reward. وصدق هذا الإنسان كلام الشيطان. And this human, he believed the words of Satan. ونسي أن الله شديد العقاب, and he forgot that Allah is severe in punishment. جعل الله تعالى مع كل إنسان مكلف ملائكة كراما. Allah Ta'ala made with every human mukallaf. The one who is mukallaf is the one who is charged with duty. Charged with duties. That's why we say sin al-taklif, he reached the age of maturity, the age of being charged with commands. You know, you have up to the age of puberty. At the age of puberty, you are obligations become a must. Before that, you are still a minor, right? Under the age. That's why you're not accountable for what you do before that. That age of maturity, the age of puberty, right? Which for many people, it will be 13 to 15 years maybe, right? And when you reach the age of 15, that's it. Most of them, the overwhelming majority, have reached that age of taklif, being charged with duties, right? So Allah made with every human that is charged with duties, religious duties, that is, malaikatan kiraman, noble angels he made for him to be with every human. تحفظ أعماله وأقواله. Those angels, noble angels, they preserve, they record his actions and statements. تحفظ, preserve, right? وتسجلها بدقة وأمانة. تسجلها, they record them. They record those actions and statements. They record them with دقة. دقة being exact, with exactness, right? وأمانة, and honesty, right? حتى يحاسبه الله عليها يوم القيامة, so that Allah will hold him accountable for them يعني for his actions and his statements on the day of judgment. بعد أن يحاسب الله الناس على أعمالهم, after Allah holds the people accountable for their deeds and وأقوالهم and their statements, يصبحون قسمين, they will become two groups, two categories. قسم, one category, قسمين, two categories. القسم الأول, the first group, the first category, وهم المؤمنون المتقون, they are the believers, the pious, الذين سيكونون في نعيم الجنة, those who will be in the enjoyment, in the bliss of paradise. والقسم الثاني, and the second category, الكافرون والعصاة, the disbelievers and the disobedient ones. الذين سيكونون في جهنم, those who will be in جهنم. يحترقون بشدة, they will be burning severely. ولن يتمكن الكفار من النجاة من النار, and the disbelievers will not be able to be saved from the fire. يبين الله تعالى, Allah تعالى clarifies, أن يوم الدين الذي هو يوم الحساب, أن يوم الدين, the day of reckoning, which is the day of accountability, والجزاء, the day of accountability and reward. أمره عظيم, its affair is great, the affair of the day of judgment is great. وخطره كبير, its danger is big, grand, immense. ويكفي أن يعرف الإنسان, it is sufficient, يكفي, it is enough, يكفي أن يعرف الإنسان, that the human knows, أنه في هذا اليوم, that in this day or on this day, لن يستطيع أحد أن يساعد أحدا مهما كان, is enough. He says it's enough that the human would know, for the human to know, that on this day no one will be able to help anyone, مهما كان, regardless of whoever he was. وكل شيء في هذا اليوم, everything in this day or on this day, يكون بأمر الله تعالى فقط, will be according to the command of Allah تعالى only. فقط, only, right? فقط means only. فوائد وإرشادات من الآيات, benefits and guidelines from the verses. Number one, تتغير معالم الكون, the signs or the shape of this universe, right, will change, right? The appearance, the way the universe looks will change. تتغير معالم الكون, the features of this universe will change. يوم القيامة, on the day of judgment. بأمر من الله تعالى, with a command from Allah تعالى. Number two, يخرج الناس يوم القيامة من قبورهم للحساب. The humans will come out on the day of judgment from their graves for reckoning, for accountability. Number three, سيرى الإنسان يوم القيامة, the human will see on the day of judgment, الأعمال التي عملها في الدنيا, the deeds, he will see the deeds which he has done in this worldly life, وكتبتها الملائكة, which the angels have recorded. Number four, يكون الناس يوم القيامة قسمين, the people on the day of judgment will be of two categories. قسما في الجنة, a category in the paradise, وقسما في النار, and a category in the fire. تدريبات ومناقشات, exercises and discussions. Number one, كم مرة وردت كلمة الدين في السورة? How many times did the word ad-din show up in the chapter?
3 times.
2, 3? How many times? 2 or 3? كلا بل تكذبون بالدين, ayah number 9, right? يصلونها يوم الدين, that's ayah number 15. وما أدراك ما يوم الدين, 17. ثم ما أدراك ما يوم الدين, 18. So 4 times, right? 4 times. Now the next question, ما المعنى الذي وردت به كلمة الدين في السورة? What is the meaning in which the word ad-din has come in this chapter, in the chapter? It came, deen, it could mean religion, right? And it could mean other things. What is the meaning that it has come within the surah? Accountability, reckoning, being held accountable, right? Your account, right? Accounting, right? Number 3, ما معنى إذا القبور بعثرت? What does it mean that when the graves are بعثرت? Turned up, right? Upturned, right? يعني the bottom became the top and the top became the bottom, and the graves, the people in the graves were taken out from them. Number 4, ذكرت السورة وظيفة الملائكة الملازمين للإنسان. أذكر هذه الوظيفة. He says that the chapter, this surah, mentioned the job, وظيفة, job, duty, right? وظيفة, job or duty, of the angels that are accompanying, continuously accompany, ملازمين, they always around, right? The human. اذكر هذه الوظيفة. Mention this job. وإن عليكم لحافظين كراما كاتبين. They preserve and they record, right? طيب. Number 5, اذكر مفرد الجموع التالية. Mention the singular of the following plurals. الكواكب, كوكب, كواكب plural, كوكب is one, right? You just drop the alif, but then the kaf becomes with a fatha, كوكب, right? The plural كواكب. الفجار, singular is فاجر, فاجر, فجار. القبور plural, the singular is قبر, قبر, قبر and قبور, right? Grave. Yes, one grave. Qabr is one grave. Qubur is, right, graves. طيب. Number 6, صل كل جملة من المجموعة ألف بما يناسبها من المجموعة ب. He wants you to connect. He has 2 sections, A and B. So he says connect every phrase or every sentence from the group A with what is suitable to it from the group B. So we have A and B. Number 1, تفتح القبور يوم القيامة. The graves are opened up on the day of judgment, right? So he says in the section B, he says أكثر الناس لم يشكروا الله على نعمه. Most of the people are not thankful to Allah about His bounties. Secondly, number 2, يخرج الناس من القبور للحساب. The people come out from the graves for accountability. Number 3, الجنة جزاء الأبرار المتقين. Paradise is the reward of the pious, the righteous and pious. So which one is suitable to graves are opened up on the day of judgment. Number 2, that the people come out from their graves for reckoning. Number 2, خلق الله الإنسان في صورة حسنة. Allah created the human in a good shape or good image, beautiful image, right? What is suitable to that is أكثر الناس لم يشكروا الله على نعمه. Most of the people, they are not thankful to Allah for His bounties, right? ما غرك بربك الكريم الذي خلقك فسواك فعدلك, right? Right? He has been kind, very nice to you by making you look very nice, right? But then, you're not thankful. Number 3, المتقون يعملون الأعمال الصالحة. The pious, they do the righteous deeds. What is suitable to that is الجنة جزاء الأبرار المتقين. Paradise is the reward of the pious, the righteous and pious. طيب. Number 7, تحدث الله تعالى في هذه السورة عن الكواكب. Allah spoke in this chapter about الكواكب, the stars, right? كواكب could refer to the stars, could refer to the planets, right? Whatever you want to use, right? Sometimes the stars, نجوم, right? نجم and نجوم, right? نجم and نجوم, right? And كوكب and كواكب also refers to the stars or planets. Sometimes is used for planets, right? فقال سبحانه, Allah spoke about the كواكب. So He said, سبحانه, وإذا الكواكب انتثرت. And when the stars are going to be scattered up, يعني they scattered, they fall down from their places and they are scattered, right? في سورة التكوير التي قبلها آية تشبه هذه الآية في المعنى. اذكر هذه الآية, right? So in this سورة الانفطار, إذا السماء انفطرت وإذا الكواكب انتثرت. في سورة التكوير, in the سورة التكوير that has passed last week, التي قبلها, which is before this one, قبلها, previous to this one, to this chapter, آية تشبه هذه الآية في المعنى. There is an ayah, verse, that is similar to this ayah in meaning. اذكر هذه الآية, right? إذا الشمس كورت وإذا النجوم انكدرت. So إذا النجوم انكدرت in سورة التكوير is similar to إذا الكواكب انتثرت in this surah al-infitar, right? So when you're studying, of course, memorizing these surahs will make you connect between these, and they will fall nicely in place and you will have more words, right? انكدرت and انتثرت, كواكب and نجوم, right? كوكب, نجم, right? And so on and so forth. طيب. We are done with سورة الانفطار. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب